Okay, welcome back. I feel the need to review this race because I have to share the bad as well as the good. This was not a great race for me, but generally there's a lot of anger on this piece of track today. So again, in the thank you NHS Group 4 VW Scirocco, qualifying back in 9th this time. Have been as high as 7 earlier today, but yeah, I think people are starting to get used to the track a bit now. But yeah, it's not a bad place to be. 9th midfield, only takes kind of 3 or 4 places to get up to just behind the podium places. So I'm not sure what happened at the back. Everybody slowed down. They ended up a good 1.5 seconds behind my car by the time we got to the end of the corner. But let's see what happens, because it's good to get a vantage point that's not directly from the cockpit, because I really need to see some of the things that are going off here. These two TTs were particularly a pain. So we get a good entry into that corner. The black Scirocco goes wide. We move up a position, which is great. The car in front gets a penalty for track limits. Come on to the next corner. The black Scirocco is intent on trying to push me off. Gets a penalty for it though, and then takes that corner a bit wider, and we get a little bit of a gap. We go bumper to bumper with this Subaru, settle into 8th place. Get a good line around these few corners. The Scirocco is really good around these few corners. It's really quick, keeping up the back of the Subaru there. The Scirocco comes back, intent on pushing me off the track again. I'm not sure why. Bumps me into the TT. I bump the TT off. As a result of that, and end up in a bit of a TT sandwich. So yeah, I don't think I did anything that was untoward there, but just get bounced around like a little pinball. End up behind the 2 TTs. There's a bit of a TT war with the Aston Martin up on the bumper. Get the toe off the Red Bull TT. As we close towards the end, move to the other TT to try and get a little bit of a toe off him and to get the racing line at the end. Managed to sneak through the pair of them, but obviously now 3 abreast to the corner, which isn't good, and have to navigate this round without trying to smash into anyone. The TT loses it in front of me, and we get back up into 7th. But again, the Audi Sport TT all over my rear bumper, close followed by the Red Bull one. So to be honest, at this point, in fear of being nudged off again. There we go, the TTs are just smashing into each other the whole of the way around, I feel. So at this point I was trying to focus on the silver Scirocco in front of Rick and try and pull away from the pushing and shoving that's in the midfield at the moment. And it looks like we're gaining nicely, trying to pull away from that Red Bull TT, who goes wide there, buying me a little bit more time. Now unfortunately, at the end of this straight, I must have had a lapse of concentration, because you'll see in a moment, I'm just going to go flying off the track. I don't know what it was. I was concentrating more on the car than the braking point, and I missed my braking point by a good 25 yards, locked up. Didn't want to take the Scirocco off of Rick, so just try and cleanly navigate my way off into the barrier, but unfortunately I ended up pretty much at the back of the pack, back into 13th, behind the legalised cannabis TT car. I will point this out, don't ever drug drive. To be honest, if you're going to dress your car like that, just don't drive. It is just not cool at all. So yeah, I can already tell what it's going to be like for the rest of the race, judging by just some of the liveries. So the Scirocco likes his corner, managed to start pulling back up to the pack a little bit, but obviously now a long way behind the 9th position that I started in, which is not good. But my motto is keep going, because you don't know what's going to happen in front, particularly when everybody's pushing shoving each other. You can end up gaining a couple of positions just from other people doing what they're going to do, just like the TT and the Aston Martin are here. So during their battle they lose a bit of time, I get the race in line, and I get a good bit of speed up the straight. Drafting behind the TT with the legalised cannabis livery on. So weird. I went for the inside line, but the door was closed by the TT, who did overshoot and went wide, so I managed to get past both of them on that corner, so back up into 11th. Pulling away nicely from the Aston Martin. And back up behind the Subaru, just like at the very start of the race. And also my favourite TTs are up there as well. So I know I've got to have trouble with those guys. If I can manage to get anywhere close to them on the back end of this kind of final lap. Fortunately, probably not enough time to do much more damage to the positions. Get a good line out of this corner. Closing up now on these two cars. TT runs wide. I managed to keep it within the track limits. And there we go, we capitalise on that as he goes off wide and gets a penalty, so we don't need to worry about the Red Bull TT anymore. And then here we go for the checkered flag. In 10th, so we end up losing a place all in all. So yeah, not a great race, but you know, some of that pushing and shoving was not particularly gentlemanly. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.